Okay. So we are going that way. Which I think is this way? Maybe? Place is tough without a map. Oh, wait. No? Yes. No? Maybe. 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 Yes! Okay.
Hall of Records. Didn't expect to come back here again. Let's go and check the door switch.
I'll look into it. Let's see here. Organic civilization. Organic human.
You are accessing prohibited records. The contents of these records are unavailable due to the Mother Sphere Doctrine, and access is strictly prohibited. Please note that any continued attempts to access the information will be considered an attack on Mother Sphere.
What's this? Mother Sphere? Doctrine?
Just as I thought. Mother Sphere keeps many secrets.
Oh,
Let's go.
What was that?
There's nothing left
What was
for
that
us to do here.
sound? Oh! Okay. Have you seen the new Starfield update? I have, and it looks pretty good. I know. Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of improvements. Nothing like, I don't think anything that's going to majorly change things, but I like the new maps. I like the land vehicle. I like the tons of bug fixes. I like the much larger carry weight. I like the addition of more QOL. So, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going in. There's a lot of good stuff. Arguably, all of this should have been in before it came out, but you know, I mean, it's what game are we talking about? Starfield. Yeah, Astorma, that's kind of the place I was going before I stopped. The problem is, yeah, there's a lot of good changes, but I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of the problems with Starfield are kind of like baked in design decisions. Yeah, which is like, I don't know how much you're going to be able to change that, unfortunately.
Oh, Angel, did you find the records about the organic humans?
Everything was locked up tight, so I wasn't able to see the contents. It's a shame.
Aha! So that's how it is, huh? This is fantastic. There really is something. Mark my words, I'll find the truth, even if it's the last thing I do. History cannot be tucked away in the shadows.
Okay, so I don't kind of want to get into a big Starfield discussion, but just in the off chance you weren't around in our Starfield arc, the TLDR with Starfield is that I played Starfield in between games like revisiting Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate 3, and Starfield is really good at some things. Starfield reminds me a lot of the very first version of No Man's Sky, where it's like, if you can set your own goals, if you can find fun to have of your own volition in the sandbox, then Starfield can be pretty fun. If you're just wanting to like explore around and build your ships and just explore cities and do that kind of stuff, that's pretty fun for a while. That's the fun I had in it. The problem in Starfield is a lot of the stuff that Bethesda does by today's standards is relatively dated. So when you walk through a city in Starfield and how the NPCs react to you, how the world reacts to you, how the world is, Bethesda has a very fingerprinted way of doing that, where you can just tell it's a Bethesda game. And unfortunately, Starfield has shown us that the Bethesda game has become old and dated. And the worst part about that is that there's two aspects to a Bethesda game. There's the Bethesda game, and then there's the sandbox. In Skyrim, I fundamentally feel one of the reasons Skyrim is so popular is because they nailed the sandbox in Skyrim. They nailed it. Between the sandbox and the modding community of Skyrim, that game, they just nailed it. Now the problem is that the Bethesda part of Skyrim is still not that great. If Skyrim was linear, we wouldn't be talking about it today. Full disclosure, like just real talk. So the problem with Starfield is Starfield put the spotlight on the Bethesda game part, and they almost completely took away the sandbox part. So Starfield is inherently and rather fundamentally flawed because their studio shined a spotlight on their weaknesses and they removed their strengths. And that is why Starfield is inherently a problem. What Bethesda is good at, what they shine on, they in some ways removed from Starfield. And the stuff that let's be blunt, the stuff they've never really been great at, that's what they made the spotlight in Starfield. And it doesn't work. The whole package, I mean, it's a game. It's an okay game, but like it's not that great game that we were all hoping for. We were all wanting the next Skyrim. It's not the next Skyrim. It's not the next Skyrim. So, you know, that's kind of what happened there. So anyway, that was a bit longer than I was expecting, but hopefully that answers your question. Oh, and there's the guy right there. Perfect.
Oh,
okay. Well, yeah, I hope that answered what you were hoping for there. Yeah.
Are you ready to leave?
Pitboy says, you say that, but you still played it for 80 hours. That's right. I played Starfield for 80 hours. Why did I play Starfield for 80 hours? Because I was setting my own goals. I was planning on what I wanted to do. And why did I stop playing Starfield? I stopped playing Starfield in the middle of the Crimson Pirate questline because I realized that I was in full Bethesda game mode and I wasn't having fun. I stopped doing the sandbox stuff and I stopped having as much fun as I was having. And I realized I want to play other games, and that's what I did. So to be fair, and it is important to mention this, I did do 2 back-to-back runs of Starfield. I tried hard to enjoy and like that game. So you know, I mean, I really wanted Starfield to be that next Skyrim, and it just wasn't. And when I really fundamentally realized that this wasn't what I was wanting out of Starfield, that's when I left. Yeah. So anyway, enough of that. I always do this. I'm always like, okay, let's just really briefly talk about this thing 15 minutes later. We need like a wrap. You know what? I need to hire Jeff Keighley to stand behind my monitor with an electric shock collar. And after enough people in chat have complained, it shocks his collar and he holds up the wrap it up sign. I see that, and then I shut up. I wonder how much that would cost. Maybe I could just hire the guy and not Jeff Keighley himself. I feel like that might be a bit cheaper. Maybe I'll look into that. I feel like Jeff might be kind of busy these days. Huh. Anyway, we'll talk about that more later. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, we are ready to move on with the main story. Great Desert. That's not here. That's Matrix 11. And that's Matrix 11. You guys ready? It's been like 4 hours, but I think we're ready to do the main story.
Oh, you're here.
I've been waiting for this.
Are you ready to leave?
She's been waiting for this, and I'm finally gonna give it to her.
All preparations are complete.
There you go, girl.
Finally. Looks like the time has come to test out the alpha signal meter.
Yes, and if it functions as intended, things should be a lot easier. All right, let me take you to Matrix 11.
Oh, thank you, Imaginary. I appreciate that. I'm glad at least some of you feel that way. Because I'm not convinced, but I'm glad that you do, so that's good. Thank you. That ship looks so badass. The cockpit reminds me of a king crab mech from Mech Warrior, and that just makes me hotter than a fire. Ah, mechaphilia. 2 synergy. I miss blonde-haired Cohh. Yeah. I don't, but I'm glad you do. No. Oh, somebody earlier said, what would make you go back to Starfield? You know what I'm kind of hoping happens in Starfield? And I'm gonna laugh. I said this at the end of Starfield, I'm gonna say it again. If their first expansion is a planet, and like the planet is a large explorable sandbox area, like a Skyrim map, that's what would get me to go back happily to Starfield. Like, don't force what you're not doing right. Just do another big ass sandbox, dude. Like, give us a big ass sandbox. Give us a Starfield Skyrim sandbox giant planet that's actually full of cool stuff and not just random empty rehashed things that we've done 50 times before. Like, handcraft a planet. Handcraft a giant planet for us to explore with our Starfield characters. And I would be happy. That's what I want. And then charge me $30 for an expansion and I can spend 40 hours in exploring that planet. I'd be happy. There we go. Okay. Done and done. Oh yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. But Cohh, don't you think that they have committed to the New Game Plus concept? Kind of, but in a lot of ways, going back to it, I feel like the whole New Game Plus concept in Starfield is they do it very strangely. I think it would have been so much more interesting if they would have made it so you could return to previous timelines. And that way you could have like a home timeline. And you could have a big base in your home timeline that you could always go back to. And you could always keep working on. I think that would have been so much better. It would have like solved so many issues with their system. Like it's just, yeah. Anyway. It sounds like a bit much. No, what's a bit much is putting that New Game Plus system in a sandbox. You know what? I'm not going to start right. No. Nope. 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 Okay. Get ready to move. Wrap it up, Cohh. Wrap it up. What we really need is a solid $250 edition of Starfield. I think that's what they need to really, you know, make a thing. We could call it the unlistenable edition. I think that sounds good. How does that car even get there, bro? Anyway. So you need a $250 edition of $250 edition of Emberville? Oh, I already made that tweet last night. It's coming. How do we get in there? Oh, that was just down from the top. Let's just, okay, we can just warp back and grab that later. Okay. Not much going on out here. Matrix 11. What is this? Always check your turlets. Hey, bud. I've discovered a truly marvelous truth about the colony extinction. The real traitor is in space. However, I won't record it here. I don't have enough RAM. Okay, so that, again, is an allusion to the Mother Sphere being the ultimate evil. Which, I gotta say, the more I figure out the lore, the more kind of interesting it's getting with the 3 different factions. I always assumed there were going to be 2 factions, but maybe don't ride that out. Yeah. Anyway.
The building is old. Most things don't even work.
Oh, dude.
Underground facility. Is it some kind of bunker?
It became one, yeah, but it was a subway station first. The subway moves people around the city using a web-like system. Or, well, it used to do that. All right then. Let's go get us an alpha.
Bizargo, thank you. It's not my birthday, but I appreciate you. Dude, I'm digging this music.
Lily, did you locate the core?
One moment, please. I'm rebuilding the map data.
I'll go inside first.
I'm sorry, am I having a stroke? Ellisbud, potato starte, tid specify, ösestid creams, bonnets tis yx. Okay. It's AI generated signish? Maybe. Maybe it is. What's even weirder is I think the sign next to it is in like okay English. Your life as a pianist starts now. This advertisement absolutely does not guarantee your growth. Skills can be something to different something if individual efforts. Wow, okay. While this one says in the fine print, okay, that's a good point. It's gonna.
Wow!
Hey, Rannon, can we get Julia to make a wrap it up emote? Yes. Yes, we can. I will get Julia to make us a wrap it up emote so you can spam that whenever I'm talking about anything. What a great idea. Can't wait for that spam. Okay. What is... Oh, other side. I think we're all good. Place is a little bit tough to explore because they're so very confined.
Watch out! This place is old. Structural integrity might be compromised.
I want that gibberish donut ad as a shirt. Is there any way to make that happen? I will call John, whoever made this game, and I will ask him. Wow, that's horrifying. I like it. John Stellar Blade. John Commando. All right. While you're on that subject, how about check your toilet emote with a kitty popping out of the toilet? Okay, I both like that idea and think it's incredibly strange that a cat would be in a toilet. So I'm not entirely sold on that one. All trains.
Nice surprise.
We'll call it Skibbity Cat. Cohh Skibbity Cat? Don't. No. No, sir. No, sir. Okay. Boop. Now, what I do think would be funny if we wanted a Cohh toilet emote, and this would be so confusing to so many people, which is one of the reasons I kind of want to do it, is Cohh toilet should be a picture of a little toilet, like full of gold and treasure. People would post that emote and be like, what in the hell am I looking at? What is he saying by this emote? I don't get it. Now that I'm saying it, I don't want to do that.
We
Nope.
don't know what might happen.
Nope. That's weird. Okay. Why are all these explosive barrels all over the place? I don't think I like this.
Looks like they used to work here. Let's take a look.
Was anyone there? Can someone please help me? Damn it. Did everyone get wiped out? I can't see. It's too dark. Jeremy, right? I'm glad you're safe. Wait, your face?
Hold on. I heard something. Behind you. He was using a dead body as its host.
Ew! I love it. Oh god, it's great. Ew. Wow. These guys are no joke. Boom. Oh, these are the skulls. Oh, shoot.
I've never seen an AT use a corpse as its host.
Really?
Probably encounter more of them soon enough.
I hope not.
That's weird. I wonder why not. That's very strange. I mean, Natibas have been around for years and years and years. It's the first time you've ever seen that? Hmm. Little sussy.
How about you go up and take a look around?
Okay. So you could have an animated emote of your Chibi-Ko opening an outhouse door. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Yeah. I'll talk to Julia. I think that's a cool idea.
Hey! Picking up a supply signal.
Okay. I'm gonna start breaking these because I don't want them to like jam up my radar here. So wait, do these count as skulls?
Eve, oil drums rolling around.
Skull Gunner. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait. Jump on. Man, dude, their combos they're crazy. They just keep waiting. It's like they're always charging up for ow. One day I'll remember that these actually pop up when we kill those things. One day. Maybe.
You as well.
Yes. There are traces of survivors that lived here.
What are
I wonder how long it's been since the
Dippigs?
sound of a piano echoed
Weird.
in this tunnel.
Okay. Drugs. Okay. Go. What?
That was so gross. Or I guess grosser than usual.
Looked like they slowly took over the train.
Oh, we got a bro bot over there. Hold on. How are we getting to him? There he is. Got him. Beautiful. Butageous. We chose isolation to keep out of danger. We made rules, reduced waste, and supported each other. However, a number of earthquakes brought death upon this place. Monsters began to invade through the cracks that were created when the ground started to collapse. Bummer. Whoa! No! Cool. Ow! Skull Berserker. I am friend, not food! Are you serious right now?
This place looks safe. Let's rest for a bit.
Nice. Got it. Beautiful. Cool. Okay. Beautiful. We are all set for tomorrow. Chat, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. I am going to go ahead and take a lunch because I would like to get back this afternoon to get a nice 2 to 3 plus hour block of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in, because we are in the final stretch. I really want to beat this game, and we're going to do that this afternoon. So on that note, more of this awesome game tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. ET. I hope you join us for it. Should be fun. Tomorrow we're also, I think, going to be checking out some other games as well. And then we've got, of course, the weekend gaming as we finish up this game and Final Fantasy, Pacific Drive, Sons of the Forest, Return to Rise of Ronin, and get ready for V-Rising. Awesome. Wrap it up, Cohh. Okay. See you guys in a little bit. Couple things before we go. 3 big things. 4 big things. 1, I'm kicking you over to Pasco. Pasco is going to play a rerun. If you'd like to come back when we play Final Fantasy, we'll raid back here. Feel free to join us, or if not, see you later. 2, we now have Kofi. Kofi is awesome. It's delicious, and I loves it. Kofi. If you want to get one of these cool Founders Editions, which will be signed by me, by the way, if you sub at koh.tv/Kofi, you can get that subbed. We do ship to the EU now. Our coffee ships to the EU. So check out the announcement video. If you are EU and you want some of my coffee brand, which is delicious, then check out koh.tv/Kofi. Last final two things. Outward 2. We did an Outward 2 walkthrough of the pre-alpha Outward 2 demo with the CEO of 9 Dot Studios. That's on YouTube as well. And finally, we had a huge Emberville update yesterday. And if you want to see how my game is coming along, you can check that out in the Emberville command. So now that I've given you like 2 hours of homework, I'll see you guys in a little bit for Final Fantasy. Have a great one.